Hi, it's Cheryl. Welcome to Home Ridge Studio. This video is part of a collaboration called Everything Fall, and which I will tell you about in a little bit. But first, let's make something. Here's the first piece. This is a Hello Pumpkin wall hanger, and here's what you're going to need. I have one of these from the Dollar Tree. I have some raffia that I thrifted, but I know you can get that at the Dollar Tree. Excuse my daughter's feet there. She thinks she's not in the screen. We're just going to stare at those for a minute because I can't edit them out. Anyway, I have some embellishments and some pumpkin colored chalk paint. And I have buttons and some paper covered wire and whatnot. Anyway, so what I do here is try to peel off the top layer, and then I just douse it with water and let it sit for about 15-20 minutes, and then you can just take a scraper and scrape this paper right off. I usually don't finish the back of my crafts, and now I'm going to try to finish every single one of them to make them as professional as I can, because I'm going to need to take these and put them in a craft show. So now that all the paper is off, I'm just taking this pumpkin, Waverly pumpkin chalk paint, and you can get that at Walmart. Usually most Walmarts carry it still. And I'm just going to put a coat on, and in just one coat, on all three of these pieces, including the sides. And I have the truffle chalk paint that I'm going to use, but I wanted to show you these, $5.99. They were from either Home Goods or Marshall's, but those are detail brushes. I thought these were incredible. I use this kind of stuff a lot, and I was so excited that I found them. So anyway, I don't know where you can get them. I'm sure you could probably get them on Amazon, and I would just type in detailing brushes, because you know you can get just about anything on Amazon. So now I'm just taking one of these brushes and dipped it in the truffle, and I'm just making little curves on both sides of the pumpkin and a line kind of in the middle and a couple more curves here and there. And then I have a wet baby wipe, and I'm just kind of blending that in so the lines aren't so noticeable. You just it kind of makes it look like it's curved a little bit. And I'm doing that around all of these pieces and outlining the edges as well. And I just keep blending it in and drawing more lines until I'm happy with it. And now this here, this little hanger piece, it looks like a stem, so I painted that with the truffle also. I'm taking my raffia, I have this green color, and I'm just taking a bunch and tied it off in the middle with another piece of raffia. I pulled it apart and trimmed it. I wanted it to look kind of messy, and just gluing it right there. And now there's that paper wrapped ribbon, and I'm winding it a bazillion times around a pencil. I have this tan one, and I also have black, so I do the same thing. Just wrap it around the pencil, fold it in half, and pull up on both sides, and then now I'm just going to glue it down here. And you'll see in a second I do the same thing with the black color. And I printed out Hello Pumpkin from my Cricut. I'm trying to use my Cricut more often because I don't use it hardly ever, but you can stencil. You can get the little sticky letters from the Dollar Tree. You can handwrite if you have good handwriting. I do not. I can craft, but I cannot handwrite. I used to have good writing, but now that I'm older, not so much. It looks like chicken scratch. But anyway, now I'm just taking some leaves from this fall pick that I have. I don't know what it's called. They look like little pine cones, but they're material. And I'm taking the leaves, and I'm just gonna put a bunch of them underneath the raffia here. And now I have this little bow. It's like a little burlap bowl I pulled off of some project that I did, and I just glued that on top of the raffia. And now I'm going to take a button. I got this container of buttons from the Dollar Tree. They're wooden buttons. Not the Dollar Tree, I'm sorry, Walmart. I love them. You get a ton of them. I used them a lot. I think this one was on clearance for like $6 or something, but normally they were like $9.99. But anyway, this is what it looks like up close. Okay, so this video is part of a collaboration called Everything Fall, and I'd like to recognize and thank the hosts, Katie with Lady Red Crafting and Lisa with Our Gray House, and the guest host this month is Melissa from I'm Merely Melissa. The links for their channels are listed in my description box below, and if you already haven't, please go check them out. They are super talented and some very incredibly sweet women. And also listed in my description box below is the playlist, so you can watch all of the talented crafters, so you can get tons of inspiration. Okay, so here's the next piece. It's just a wall hanger with a squirrel and some acorns on it. I have that piece from Easter, and these napkins are from Hobby Lobby. I have acorns and a squirrel, these wood pieces from the Dollar Tree. I did fill in the holes on all three pieces with the speckling. I have some ribbon and some antique wax and some Mod Podge. I'm just pulling this ribbon off the back. It has staples in it everywhere. And so it took me a while to get them off. But anyway, I did. And now again, I'm just doing the same thing. I'm trying to pull off at least the top layer. I'm not going to sweat it. I'm just going to pull off as much as I can. And then, the rest I just douse with water, let it sit, and then scrape it off. So it's a kind of same thing as the previous project. And when those are done, I am just taking this little spouncer or whatever you call it. I just call it dabber, sponge. And I'm just staining these with the antique Waverly wax. And I'm making them kind of dark. And with the top of the acorns, I kind of made it even darker. So now while those are drying, this is a 3-ply, and I'm pulling off both of those. And this was a bugger, the last one to get off. I had to really work at it. You just take a piece of tape and pull it. And I don't know, this was really stuck on there. I even ripped part of it, but that's okay. There's a ton of napkins in this pack. And I think they were $4.99 or $5.99, and they were 40% off of that. And so now I just cut out 3 pieces, and then I take the Mod Podge, and I do this a lot on my channel because I love to do this. And I'm just spreading a thin layer all over, and then when they're completely dry, then you take the napkin, put it on top, and I have this little iron here, this little crafter's iron that my daughter got me from Walmart. It was like $10. Take a piece of parchment paper, put it on top of the napkin, and then iron it out, and it smooths all the wrinkles out. It's like it's beautiful. This is such a great trick, whoever invented it. And now I have a finger sander, and I'm just sanding it, and that works really well with all those grooves too. And if you don't have a finger sander, you could probably take a nail file. It would probably work the same thing. And you can get those at Dollar Tree too. And now I have this ribbon, and I'm gluing it on the back, and I'm gluing it with the top of the ribbon. I'm gluing that face down. So the back of the ribbon is face up on the back of these 3 pieces here. And I'm just making sure that they're even between each one of these squares. And I have this black paper wrapped, what do you call it? Paper wrapped wire. Can't say the word. Couldn't think of it, what it was called. I had a complete blank there. Anyway, I didn't even put this around a pencil. I just loosely coiled it, and now I'm just hot gluing it down, and I'm taking some masking tape, and I'm going to tape all these down. You probably don't need to do this if you make it, because this is the lightest sign. It's super, super lightweight. But I always like that little extra stability added in. And I guess if you were going to probably sell this, you could put craft paper on the back, or you could even put felt on the back. And so now that I glued that wire in, I am just taking an acorn and pointing it one way. The squirrel is in the middle, and then the other acorn is pointing the opposite way. And now I have some plaster chalk paint, and I am just outlining, kind of distressing the top of the acorn just to bring that separation out more. I do that with both of them. And then when I'm done, I outline the squirrel and a little bit of the acorn just on the outside. Okay, and I made 2 little bows with some jute, teeny ones, and I'm just going to set one on top of each acorn. And this is it. Super simple, budget friendly, and quick to do. And I really like this piece. Let me know what you think about this. I just think it gives me like those fall vibes. And fall is my favorite season. Let me know what your favorite season is. And here's my last piece, and I made this pumpkin out of a wood pumpkin, or MDF, from the Dollar Tree. And I have some flowers here, and I have some ribbon, which I actually don't use the ribbon. I have some Mod Podge, and that is a dishcloth from the Dollar Tree. I picked it up last year. I never used it, and I thought, oh, this is just something a little different. I try to do different things. And by the way, a big thank you to all of my subscribers. I am here because of you, so thank you from the bottom of my heart. If you're not a subscriber, tap that subscribe button and join my Home Rich Studio family. It's totally free. And if you tap the notification bell, you'll be notified each time I post a new video. And this is what helps my channel grow. All of the subscribers, your comments, your likes, your shares, and I absolutely love to hear from you guys. All of your support is very much appreciated. I thank you. So now I'm just taking all the pieces off this pumpkin, the bow. I'm trying to get the extra glue off of it too. This is just my blow dryer. It's an old blow dryer. And now I'm putting a coat of Mod Podge on top of this. And I'm cleaning up my surface so the glue doesn't stick on there. I'm terrible with doing that. I'm trying to get better with that too. And now I am putting the dishcloth on top of this, or dish towel I should say, and I'm just going to cut it out with my scissors. And then when I started cutting it, I'm like, aha, my new tool that I treated myself to. It is a rotary stick, and it is super sharp, and watch this. I love this. It just pulls it right off. It was kind of hard getting in the little edges there. I had to do it a couple times, but this is amazing. And I have this little device I've had for a couple years probably. It's like a little handheld vacuum, and it gets all the little fuzzies that were everywhere from that little towel. It works like a charm. And now I have some jute, and I'm just going to wrap the stem here, or the peduncle, or whatever you call it, with this. I'm going to wrap it all the way up. So I tie it in the back, knot it, and then I take it and I wrap it down and put some hot glue down there and push it all the way far down as I can. And then I just keep going. I wrap it around 3 or 4 times, and then I put hot glue on the back of it, and then keep going all the way up to the top. And then I wrap itself around itself on the very top of the stem. And now I just grabbed a bunch of flowers from my stash because I have tons of them for every single season. So I'm buying very few, and I just am pulling the tops off of them, and I kind of want to cascade it down the left side here. So I'm just clipping off the little plastic knob at the end there so they lay flatter. And I have this little Tupperware container that you see here. It's really old, and it's stained, and it's got a little crack in it, and I use that as my garbage can because when I craft, I create a lot of garbage. Do you? I mean, that thing, by the time I'm done crafting, I don't know, sometimes I'll make 3, 4, 5, 6 things. That thing will be full, but it's better than me walking back and forth to my garbage can. It's like my garbage can is just on top of my crafting area here. So yeah, I'm just taking these daisies, cascading them down the side, and I'm just selecting the colors that are in this dish towel. So there's greens and yellows and whites, and that's what I'm putting in here. And this is a fern, piece of a fern that I had left over, and just for some extra interest, I'm throwing those in there. That one was too big, so I had to cut it down a little bit. And here's some leaves. I'm throwing a couple of those on there. And now I'm taking some more of these fall leaves from this pick that I used my previous project, and I'm putting a couple in there too. And I have some more of this wire, and this is a dark brown color. I did get that from Hobby Lobby, and I'm just doing the pencil trick, and I'm just going to glue it on the back. Now you can use, words that you can get from the Dollar Tree. I had pulled this off of a piece, I don't know when, it was just in my stash. And I thought, this is cute because it's brown and it matches the center of the flowers. So I'm just going to use this and glue it on the front. But like I said, if you wanted to use the Hello Fall pieces that you can find at the Dollar Tree, you could always stain them, a dark brown, and that would work just as well. And then I have this little raffia bow that was on another piece too. I pull off all these pieces and I throw them in a container. And that's what I'm doing. I'm just using that, putting it down at the bottom there, and voila, we are done. And this is what it looks like. And that's all I have for you right now, but you know I'll be back very soon with more fall decor. Don't forget to like and subscribe and all that good stuff. Check out the playlist and the hosts' channels. You'll get tons of inspiration, and you have a blessed day. I'll see you soon. Bye.